Hello, in this video, I'm going to show you how to earn passive income from buying this stable 22-year-old SaaS business, which is making $7,843 every month. My name is Shlomo Freund, and I help you find your next digital asset. My channel is about showing you how to earn passive income by buying these websites and online businesses. I publish videos every week and break down the deals to show what are the good things, the bad things, pitfalls to avoid, things like that. There are a lot of things that you really need to look into when you are looking at deals. After seeing thousands of those and acquiring some myself, I want to help you do the same thing. And also how much this website is worth. So that will be the valuation and also some growth opportunities that you can use when you are acquiring such a business. And make sure you're sticking with me until the end, because I'm going to give you 3 essential that without those, I am not buying a website. I'm always asking the seller for these things before I acquire a website. So let's jump in. So this deal is from Flippa. Flippa is an online marketplace for many deals like that. There are small ones, there are big ones, and there are other platforms just like Flippa. This is one of them. Typingtestpro.com, that's the business. This is a premier SaaS business for recruiters and to assess typing skills. Scalable, tech-driven with solid user base and growth potential. The ask price is $450,000. You can see that here. It's a sponsored listing, so these guys invest money in promoting their deal. They want this to be sold. This is something to ask the seller. Why do you want to sell this business? It's a 22-year-old website, which is amazing in internet life. Usually see deals that are much shorter. Okay, so websites that are much younger than this one. So that's a good thing. There is a profit margin of 89%, profit multiple of 4.8. I'll get to that in a second. The revenue multiple is 4.2x as well, with 140 subscribers. Okay, these are paying clients. And the churn rate of 11.2%. Churn rate is the rate that people are leaving this service and stop paying. A little bit more about the listing. The seller is Hanu Sem. I'm sure I'm not pronouncing your name right, excuse me, from Finland. They are a software group. They already sold a few websites here, or a few deals they made. See, 5 transactions totaling 173,000 almost, with 100% positive feedback. But this deal, supposedly, if you're going to go with their asking price, is 2.5 times more. Okay? So these were relatively small deals. Anyway, the fact that this person is verified with email address, phone number, and government ID, and also has 100% positive feedback is definitely a good thing, especially here on Flippa, where they're not vetted as much as in other platforms, when the deals are not vetted as much as in other platforms. Okay, let's keep going. So we see here the performance overview. We'll look at this graph later on with more details, but this is the revenue over time. These are the page views, and this is something I'm concerned about because look at this. There's only one data point for March 2024 of 22,000 page views over here. And in order to buy a website, you need to see a trend of the user base. So you need to see what is happening over time. Let's look a little bit more about the business. Typing Testing Pro, strategic acquisition opportunity in recruitment tech. Introduction. This is a rapidly evolving job market. Typing Testing Pro stands out, especially in SaaS platform designed to assist recruiters necessitate typing proficiency of job seekers candidates. So this is a B2B business. The clients are not individuals, but companies, which is a good thing because usually these are more stable deals that are ongoing versus individuals that come and go. So this is a good thing. The tool is pivotal in streaming the hiring process, particularly in roles typing speed and accuracy are critical. With its robust customer base, proven market utility, Typing Test Pro presents an exceptional data. Okay, this is a lot of marketing fluff. Okay, basically it's a B2B platform, a SaaS platform, which sells a service to other businesses. Key highlights. A recruitment-centric solution. This is a tailored solution for recruiting companies over here. You see that here. Typing Test Pro offers an essential tool for evaluating candidate skills in real time. It has 140 to 180 active users or paying clients. Of course, not all of them stay all the time, so 140 is the minimum. Check that with the seller. Really, really important. It's a scalable business. As a SaaS offering, Typing Testing Pro ensures a consistent revenue stream with low incremental cost per user. And this is generally speaking true for SaaS businesses. Once you have an ongoing working SaaS business, you can predict the next month revenue or income because you already have those previous paying clients and you know the churn rate, you know at what rate they're leaving, you know at what rate people are joining your SaaS and your service. Hence, you can calculate more or less and see what's going to happen next month. Of course, you want to have more people coming into your service and leaving. Operations. So this is provides operations here, streamlined assessment. Typing Test Pro provides a seamless experience for both recruiters and candidates, facilitating efficient and accurate typing tests. Okay, customized test. Okay, I'm not going to read it all. Data-driven insight. Recruiter can gain access to comprehensive reports. Okay, cool. Customers, diverse recruiting needs for corporate HR departments and staffing agencies. Okay, all these are definitely relevant clients. These are the main clients of this service, HR and recruiting staffing agencies. High engagement satisfaction. They have high active users. Great. Now let's look at the geo breakdown. Okay, let's first look at this positive impact on hiring. Clients report streamlined hiring workflow and improved candidates' quality as key benefits, and incorporating Typing Testing Pro into their assessment toolkit. So they have a lot of happy clients using this service. Okay, those HR agencies, which is a wonderful thing that they have this positive feedback. However, okay, this is a Flippa listing. They're supposed to convince you to buy this website or this business. So ask the seller, what are the bad things that people are saying about the product, and then improve from there. Is this a major thing? Is this a small thing that you can fix? It really depends. Now let's look at the geo, the breakdown. So 79% from US, then another 10% from Canada, Australia. This can be a growth opportunity in untapped market like Canada and Australia, very small, UK, very small. All these are English-speaking countries, developed countries, which is a good thing because then you know that the clients are able to pay for the service. Industries. This is the breakdown of the industries with the biggest business services and customer services. Okay, I'm very interested in this one. Number of employees. These are the client numbers of the website of the SaaS. So 2.7%, rather small amount. 1 to 10 employees. The majority is about almost 70% is from 11 to 1,000 employees. So this is the biggest chunk of your client. Okay, I'm going to talk about growth opportunities in a minute, and then you understand why this is so important. And 9.1% have more than 10,000 employees. Company revenue, also very interesting. You see 6.40 to 1 million. The biggest chunk, $1 to $100 million revenue. Now, think about a service like that, and when you have a company that is making, let's say, 1 to 100 million, let's say $30 million a year selling, would they mind using such a service that costs maybe a few $100s a month or a few $1,000s a year? Probably not. This is why it's a key here that the clients will actually retain and stay paying for this service. They have the money, they use that, they're happy about the service. Changing to another service, if they can, would cost them more than just staying with you. So this is a key here. Technology, modern and scalable, built with Node.js, transcript, Type Testing Pro offers solid scalable foundation, can be accommodated growing user demand. Data handling, MongoDB, I'm not going to go into this. Future ready, the technology stack supports integration with the HR system, that's good. And potential expansion to AI and machine learning, that's great. Stable financials, stable revenue stream, subscription-based revenue from a substantial and growing user base ensures financial stability and growth potential. Cost-effective operations, the SaaS model minimizes operation costs, allowing for attractive profit margin, and so and so. Clear investment value. Okay, everything here is a lot of marketing fluff, although I've seen worse, to be honest. Okay, now the listing is talking about business opportunities. So get new customers from companies that post job ads on word per minute requirements. Okay, and in the link here, indeed, they show that there is a requirement here. You see here, service desk. Where is that? Here, skilled expert in Microsoft Office 365, ability to type 40 words per minute, 40 plus. Okay, this is the kind of test that they're looking at. So if you have an employee, if you are recruiting someone and you need somebody with at least this level, you go with this. This is where you're using this service. Okay, so this is how you, why do you need this service? Another idea of enlargement is to cooperate with applicants tracking system, with API integration, expansion into HR tech, significant opportunities to integrate typing testing pro with broader HR management. There are really a lot of opportunities for growth here. Global market reach, potential to extend services internationally, catering to non-English speaking countries, innovating product features, development of AI-driven personalized feedback, real-time ranking systems. Okay, optimal domains. Let's see what that. Typingtest.com and TypeRush game site are also for sale here on Flippa. Okay, that's leading to more listings. Okay, they have a few typing businesses, and they're saying here at the listing that they're staying with the education niche for typing, so essentially for kids, and they're selling this one. The sale is due to bigger for sale. Look at this. The selling is due to the company's strategic shift towards expanding into K-12 ed tech SaaS business, focusing on international growth and development. This is, you see, Typetastic. That's their business. Have a look here. So see, this is a take your students in typing adventure. So this is for kids or students who are learning how to type fast. That's what they want to focus, and not so much at the B2B market. I love the B2B market. It's pretty stable. I don't know why they're leaving. You need to dig more into this. Let's talk about growth opportunities here. 2 things that you can do that can scale up the business apart from what they're saying here. So 2 things. 1, if you have an HR agency with clients that can be a good match for this type of platform, then you can sell this as an additional service for the clients that you serve. That's one growth opportunity. If you have an HR recruitment company, maybe you want to consider buying this business. A second one would be to do a thorough, big outreach campaign to companies that would want to use your service. Now, how would you know which companies to turn to? This is exactly the stats I'm talking about here. You take the largest chunks of data here, so 1 to 100 million. You probably want to split this into a few segments. Target those, okay? So you do an outreach campaign, an email campaign for reaching these kind of companies with this kind of revenue, 1 to 100 million revenue, and that has 10 to 1,000 employees. Again, you want to probably break that to maybe 10 to 100 employees, and then another campaign for 100 to 1,000 employees, and probably going with these categories. Okay, the largest categories here. I see most of them are about the same, so maybe all these. But again, break those into a few campaigns, see what works best. So this is an email cold outreach campaign. I see people posting on that are being very successful. So that's definitely something you should do. You can also go with paid, although with B2B, it can be tricky. However, because you know how much what's the lifetime value of a client, you know exactly how much you can spend on ads. You need to make this calculation, and then you'll be able to maybe also grow this through ads, through B2B ad campaign. Okay, let's keep reading through. Actually did read through all that. Okay, again, the data about the website, the information, 7,843 a month with 22-year-old website. Let's make a quick calculation here. So let's look at the multiplier. So these guys want $450,000 for a website that makes an average of $7,843. Let's see what the multiplier is. That's a multiplier of 57, meaning that if you're going to buy at this price, at the average that they're presenting you, you're going to make your money back within 57.3 months, okay? 58 months. No, this is profit, so that's good. Okay, it's net after the expenses. So in terms of valuation, this makes sense for a big SaaS company, which is stable for a long time. You make your money back after about 5 years. I would still negotiate some on this. This is just the price that they're interested for. Okay, indicated price 450. So seems like a fair price here. And always negotiate down. Okay, the revenue and expenses you see here, April 7,585 going up, and September 15,000, 7,000 again, 11,000 in February, and then March 5,000. So I really wonder here, and ask the seller about this, why it's fluctuating so much. I would not expect that on a SaaS business. Okay, this is a red flag here. So check with the seller what's going on here. Why clients are maybe stop paying or leaving, or what's the story here? Anyway, the website made in annual revenue $106,000 and with a profit of $95,000 over here. These are the expenses: customer support $500 a month, MongoDB $120, all these expenses. Let's look at the P&L. Very, very important over here. So they give the P&L until February 24. Okay, so that's not enough. We're now in June. We're now in May. So ask what happened in March and April over here. You see here, they have a Fast Spring, which is a payment platform over here. Then they started using another one. Why is that? Okay, what's wrong with this platform that they had to switch? Ask the seller about this. And you can see the earnings here. So they made on February $12,000, in January $9,500. The expenses were about on refunds and returns. That's over here. Okay, $100 to $300 every month. You see that, and the ongoing expenses are the web hosting, $250 and $500 for salaries, which is the support that you saw the listing itself. He doesn't add here the domain, but this is definitely negligible versus see domain registration fee. There's nothing here. It's negligible versus these expenses, because usually it's $10, $20 a year. Okay, so just a few bucks. So the net profit, $5,000, $8,000, $8,000, $6,000, all the way to $11,000 here. And the average, I didn't check it. We need to check that. Let's see if we can see average over 12 months. Average, yes, 7,890. Okay, very close to what they're declaring on the listing, which is a good thing. I'm still a little bit worried about this fluctuation. Okay, it's a SaaS business. What's going on here? So ask the seller about that. So definitely this listing is, business is growing. Okay, 81,000, 82,000 in 2017 and 102 in 2022. This seems like a business on the back burner. Okay, it's growing very slowly. So either it wasn't impossible for them to grow, or it wasn't a priority, and then it's opportunity for you buying this, because by pushing by all the growth opportunities I mentioned and they mentioned, you can grow this business much, much faster. You see that also the expenses, 9,000. So the expenses are pretty stable, and the revenue is growing but slowly, and the net profit also same rate. Okay, I would want to see a business in 5 years growing much, much faster. I think there is much more potential here. Okay, including the sales, domains, email subscriber list, that's a huge thing. So ask the seller how big this email list is and what was sent to that email list, because that's a key to selling over and over to either previous clients or people who were interested and eventually decided not to buy. Custom technology, website file, brand, assets, unique content, great. Post-sale included, what's included? How many months? Is that email? Is that chat? Is that phone calls? Is that Zoom calls, video calls, whatever? Check that. There is a whole document here, which I'm not going to go into, called typing test flow questions for seller, but just I wanted to show you this so you'll be aware of that. There is a document here with the key questions for the seller. So I'm not going to go into this. It's very detailed. Some of it is redundant to what you saw on the listing, but still important to go through. Some question they did not answer here, okay? They posted the questions and the answers, okay? So they give more data. Just be aware of this document and looking at that and reading it thoroughly. This is how the website looks, okay? The business. Typing Test Pro over here. Create customized professional typing tests and assess typing speed and accuracy. Look at this, how it works. Let's look at the pricing. How much people pay? $49 a month for one typing test, $69.99 a month. Now look at this, okay? This is elite, $500 a month. Think about companies that selling $30, $40, $50 million. They really don't mind spending $6,000 a year on such a service. So you can increase the pricing on these kind of deals, and you can also try to sell more of those. These are, of course, very profitable. Now, earlier in the video, I said that I'm going to share 3 essentials that without those, I'm not going to buy a website. I will always ask the seller about those. Here are the 3. 1, P&L Sheet. Okay, this is the ones I showed you before. P&L Sheet shows you the revenue and expenses and the net profit over time. You have to analyze this, preferably a 12 months breakdown, even more if possible for previous years. So you know what is the trend with the website, with the business. This will help you allocate red flags and understand what's the situation of the business. So this is the first thing, P&L Sheet, profit and loss sheet. It's a spreadsheet, usually in Excel, Google Sheets, or any other spreadsheet software, but these are the most common ones. The second one is Google Analytics Access. Okay, viewing access. Now it's Google Analytics 4. You need to have that to see the trends of the traffic on the website. So on this one, you show there is only one data point for March. I want to see at least a year back, much more, because this website exists, or this business exists from 2017. So have a look at that. And the third one is Google Search Console Access. With this access, again, viewing access, you can see what keywords this website or business is ranking for. You have other tools like Ahrefs, which can give you an estimate of what they are ranking for and the traffic as well. But these are estimates. The real data is in Google Search Console. Very important to ask for these 3 essentials, 3 things: P&L Sheet, Google Analytics, viewing access, and Google Search Console access. So I hope this was helpful for you. At the bottom, I left a link to a resource. This one is a video listing library. You can filter, search on different videos and check for different niches, different deal sizes, different platform. So check out the link below. See you next time. Cheers.